Which would make more sense.
Okay, there we go. We are live. And hey, everybody, back to the Hanover Hangover. This is part 2 of the Father's Day special.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What conversations you can have off air. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's quite the commercial break.
Yeah, it was quite dads and their wingdings. Let's call it a wingding. Yep. Yeah, Corey, you're an asshole. Okay. So y'all see I got a new shirt on.
Oh, nice.
Psych. This is Boys of Psych.
Okay.
They were at Steel Pub last night.
Okay.
And I encourage everybody to go see that show. I encourage everybody to go see every show, which is, it's hard to get every show. But
That's the sound that a helicopter makes.
yeah, when it hits the glass.
And it hits the right spot. I don't know.
But wow, Boys of Psych can really, they have this huge show. I mean, it's a freaking show. I mean, not only can they sing and play and everything, but they have some original music, and it's a show. I recommend everybody go check them out. That's Boys of Psych. They're a local guy. They're a local band out of Easton.
Are they original music or are they cover?
Mostly cover, but they have a couple albums of their own.
Okay.
But it's just all your senses, your sound, the visions, the light show, it's really a cool show. So that's Boys of Psych, which when I heard the name, I'm like, well, yeah, why not? Let's go. But really cool dudes. I got to talk to them last night and meet some of the members of the band, and hopefully they'll be on the show here one day. I'm sorry, Corey, you're still an asshole. Yeah. So that was, So they gave me the shirt.
Nice.
Cool.
It was kind of like being on the Oprah Winfrey show.
Did everybody get a shirt?
Yeah, right. So they
come out
have
of a
these
box?
things. They do have
Reach
these.
under your chair. For
Yes,
a prize?
yes, under the chair. Check your chairs. I'm like, what? I'm not checking my chair. Winner, son of a bitch. No shit. Yeah. So it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Now, their show is so intense. Most shows have a sound guy who can run the sound and lighting. They have a sound guy, they have a lighting guy, and they have this huge screen, digital screen in the back.
Okay.
And they have a guy that just runs that.
Wow.
I went to.
Sounds like a lot of programming.
Oh, it's I've been looking at these screens because I want one for a while.
I think I've seen them at like a Nine Inch Nails concert.
Oh,
With like
and
a screen. Is it you can see through it? And you can
I'm
project
not
on
even
it?
gonna let anybody see the pictures that I took because I want you guys to go out and see it for yourself. But I'm gonna show these guys in here a little bit of it.
Wow, that's fine.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It looks like the drummer is on the screen.
Yeah,
Like-
because they have these wireless cameras mounted around the light racking, and they can turn on the camera to put onto the screen. It's just an incredible show.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I was seriously impressed with that. So, Boys of Psych. That was kudos to you guys. I can't even imagine how much they have invested in that. I mean, I kind of know because I price some of the stuff for my stuff plus outbacktheater.com. And so, yeah. Whew.
But you're going to be
Which
doing a movie.
we are. We do, but that's a private
coming
gig. That's not open to the public.
So it's only for special.
So we can't give out the date. We can talk about it, but we can't give out
We
the
could
date.
talk about it. Yeah. So Apex Road
Invitation
Rally is going to
only.
be doing a rally on the 17th of July, which is a Saturday, and they're going to stop into a location where I will have the Outback Theater program running, and we're going to watch a movie with surround sound. So these speakers that I got here and the amps and stuff are going to actually get to do some work this year. I have a new screen. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet.
Wow.
Will it have
I mean,
rain?
the old screen was
Yeah, it's
enormous.
bigger. It's bigger. Yeah, it's bigger than that. And we're gonna
You got
have
two blowers now.
I'm sorry, what? What'd you say?
I said you got two blowers now, right?
Two lowers?
Yeah, yeah.
Blowers.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, two blowers. I actually was thinking of getting it out today, and but I'm like, no.
Okay.
I'll wait. It takes
So you're gonna need help to move all this stuff and set up.
Not really. No. I can get this all myself. No, seriously.
Okay.
It's getting the screen
Wait,
set up.
Let's go back a little bit in the conversation. I can do this all myself.
And I'm like, no. It's actually quite a bit of work. I can do some of it, and then I'm gonna sub it out. And,
I'm 19. I can do this.
Yep.
Any help I would appreciate.
I can take care of the lawn for you.
That would be cool. Speaking of the lawn, pissed me off.
Oh,
I had to. Not you. You're not my lawn
provider?
guy.
No,
Yeah, you're not my purveyor or provider or
no.
lawn guy.
I'd sub out our pooper scooper lady to take care of some things for you.
Oh, I try to keep up with that real good.
Okay.
I really
No,
do.
I'm just saying, like,
but when the grass
It's
is
a
this
service
high,
she provides, and it's really helpful to us.
it's
and
hard
a
to
lot of people.
find. Yeah, so I bought a lawnmower.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's not my lawn,
No.
but I had to buy a lawnmower,
You know, it's managed.
It's kept with the point where the township doesn't give you a fine.
Yeah, managed.
But it's not usable, and that irritated me. And being today was Father's Day, it's Father's Day weekend. I knew my grandkids were coming over. My grandkids came over yesterday.
Oh, cool. Nice.
And my little one, she's only, the little granddaughter.
Yeah, really young.
She got little feet. I mean, she can't run
How old is
around.
Disappears
How-
in the
how old is
grass.
She is a year and a something. Yeah,
Okay, nice. Nice.
asshole.
No, what? It's still new. It's nice.
And so I spent like 2.5 hours with this push mower and bagger because I don't want,
Right.
because they mowed last time. It was like 2 weeks after all that rain, and they left hay bales pretty much to
It's if they're going through what a lot of the providers are going through right now, they're having trouble keeping up.
and I get it.
Yeah.
But-
so I mean the grass has got to be like really high, and when they come through, but yeah, I understand there are those that just leave the grass. Yes.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's my preference over the property owner's preference. So it's on me.
Right.
So I took it on me to do that.
Okay.
So yeah, 2.5 hours. It was funny because I have that really long backyard. One
You
pass,
have a large backyard.
one pass,
2.5 hours with a push mower.
one pass, and the bag is full.
Right.
Well, grass
From
is
one end to the
Right.
other, the
Yep.
bag is full.
Yeah.
That's how high it was.
Now there are. I mean, like these guys that come in, your providers that come in, they have a large commercial mower, and that's a lot to bag.
Oh.
that is a lot to bag.
I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, and they have those 3 huge hoppers on the back for like
Right.
some of them or whatever. But
So anyway, I don't know what I'm talking
so
about.
what you said you did it yourself. It took 2.5 hours. And
Yeah. So the lawn looks great.
Good.
Good.
Good. You happy with it?
I am happy. I'm happy
Nice.
the grandkids were able to go out there and
That's cool.
run around and play. And yeah. So all right. We were talking about dads. Dad stories.
Sad stories, crazy stuff, deep stuff,
I have one.
whatever.
that
Did
ju-
Ursula? Did you tell her?
We're gonna get to Ursula because
I mean,
I'm gonna dedicate the whole time to Ursula when I get to it. I have one with my stepdad. Now my stepdad is a plumber, a retired plumber now.
Okay.
And that's pretty much how I got started in the construction business. And when I was a young man, I would work with him with the same employer. And was I 18, 19 years old, and fucking hated it. I hated it, but I didn't hate it. I don't know. When you're 19, who wants to? It was just it's hard work. I mean, that's ball busting work. So I can't even tell the story without laughing. There was those ketchup containers. You get
like the packets
a
or
packet
Okay, yeah.
on the floor.
Oh no.
Inside this house. Now it's a roughed-in house. It's
Okay.
just 2x4s and stuff. And Pop was over there, and I stomped on it. I stomped on that. I did. I stomped on that ketchup container. It got all over him.
Get your ass kicked.
He was such a cool dude. He just looked at me with that fucking asshole look and just wiped the ketchup off his face and back to work, back to drilling holes and laying pipe. But that's a memory that just sticks with me. I mean, your big work boots stomping on this thing and it splat your coworker in the face 20 feet away on the other side of this house. That's a memory that I won't forget.
And you lived.
And I lived. And but no, I really had a cool pop. He's still around. He's still my pop. Doesn't matter what the status is between him and my mother. But no, that was a.
That's hilarious.
I lost. They made like 24 eggs worth of egg salad, and I ended up trying to make like this really huge sandwich, and it was a huge bowl of egg salad, and I just like, dumped it all on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Yeah. So that's when he taught me how to make egg salad.
And that's how you got your lesson on how to cook.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
It's like, how do you fold the socks like that? Let me show you.
Yeah.
Here you go. Now you can do it.
Yeah. That's what you get for asking how. Yeah.
And you start doing laundry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. I think kids today have it made. It's like, mom does their laundry or whatever. Like, it didn't happen in my house.
I kept a running tally of how much he supposedly owed me. For we had originally agreed to a price that I would be paid for mowing the grass and doing the laundry and like so much a load and whatever else, and ended up being like, I don't know, I lost kind of like $30 or something one time, and that was a couple months worth of stuff, and yeah, he was mad.
Wow, you kept tabs. Listen,
Are you effing kidding me? Really?
You got a roof over your head. I feed you. I love you when I have to. Even when I don't have to, I still care about you. I'm the one that told your mom the door was open.
He did teach me to drive stick though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. My mom knew how to drive, but it was been a long time since she did, and my stepdad's first car that I remember was an orange Datsun with black vinyl over the entire interior.
Yeah.
But I learned
Burn
on
your
a
legs off.
yeah. He taught me.
Burns in the summer.
Yeah, learning how to drive stick shift is always fun.
Yeah.
I think we need to give Ursula some time to talk about
That's
her
right.
dad.
We're supposed to talk about her dad.
The screwdriver stabbing father that he is. Now, your parents they're German. You're German.
I am very German, 100%.
Right.
Yep. Speak it, read, write, home and yards.
Oh, nice.
Could
Nice.
not speak English at home.
Really?
Yeah. We were not allowed to address our parents in English.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Ooh, not unless we wanted good ass beaten.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That, I'm going to turn your gain up a little bit because you're...
Quiet. Hello.
Yeah, I can't even hear you now. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Testing, testing.
Oh, here we go again. Oh. Is that
Oh,
better?
there we go. Oh, that's
There,
very
that's better.
loud.
That's better.
Really loud, like I'm screaming at myself.
No, yeah, I don't know. Is that better? Can we all hear now?
Hello, hello.
There you
That's
are.
very
Yeah.
loud.
Because you have a good story, and I want to make sure everybody...
Oh, I have a lot of good stories. My dad was awesome. He was a good dad. He passed in 2013.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
He was, he worked hard. He grew up in East Germany. He was born in 1933. They they defected East Germany in 1944, and they went to Brazil like most Germans did back then. And I was the son he never had, so that's how I learned all my stuff. I'm I'm the biggest tomboy ever.
How many of there are you?
I'm the youngest. I have 2 older sisters.
Okay.
So I'm the big tomboy. I would be out there helping my dad work on the car or fixing things. So that's where I get all my knowledge from. This is why I can install light fixtures or sinks or toilets or do my brakes and all that stuff. And he was all self-taught. He was a machine operator. He worked in a tool and die company and did that for forever. They came to the States in 1964 because he needed open heart surgery.
Now, where were they living before that?
Brazil.
Brazil, which...
Where's the German-rich population in Brazil?
Everywhere.
Everywhere? Okay.
Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay. Okay. Yeah. I have crap loads of relatives down there. Like, honestly, thousands. It's crazy. So then they ended up in Ohio.
Yeah, that's
we had family
kind of funny. Oh, okay, because you had family there.
Yeah, and then he had his open heart surgery. But anyway, so yeah, he worked at this tool and die company, and my grandfather worked there, my dad's dad. My uncles worked there, my cousins worked there, my godfather worked there. Yeah, so it was he worked hard, and but he had such a he was funny. He was just funny, and you would just always have to figure it out. You'd be driving down the road, and he'd just go and out his head and point at the car in front, and you're like, "What?" And he just look, and you had to figure it out, try to figure out what he's talking. So the car wasn't aligned in front of us, and it was like driving diagonal, and he would just like crack up or something, just silly things like that. But I was always helping him, which is how the screwdriver incident happened when he was trying to.
No, you were 19 when it happened. Out in California?
I was in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
I was
22,
probably 22. So the faucet, the shutoff valve was dripping, and he couldn't get the screw out. It was rusted on there, so he took the whole fixture off instead of just replacing. I don't know. I didn't have a vise. He asked me to hold it, and the screwdriver slipped, went through my arm, and that was that.
So Ursula translated from German to English is vice. Get me the Ursula.
Get me the Ursula?
The vice. Oh.
Well,
you were the vice. You were the vice.
Because you said vice, and that means white in German.
Oh, really?
So that's why I'm like, I was a little confused.
Well,
I'm like, okay.
Really? The word
vice. Vice means white.
White.
Yeah.
As in this color.
As in the color white.
Wow.
WEISS.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So no, that's all right. So he,
he stabbed you in the arm.
He stabbed me in the arm. Yeah, I really thought he was going to have a heart attack. All his color went out.
Oh boy.
I felt horrible. He felt horrible for like years after that. He like couldn't even talk about it. Honestly, he couldn't even talk about it. But he was good. I mean, he worked hard a lot, so it was, my mom did disciplining, and, we would hang out with them in German clubs and drink, and I remember drinking, doing shots with them and stuff at the German clubs, and which was normal for us growing up, 10 years old, 12 years old, whatever it was, doing a shot with Dad, whatever, get me a 7 and 7, you want one? Sure. Okay, it was perfectly normal for us. We never really got in trouble from him. And he usually joined in some of the antics, which really would tick my mom off.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He's supposed to be the big tough guy disciplinary, and he's throwing food with you.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah. I remember the one time, I don't know, I probably was in 2nd or 3rd grade, and for whatever reason, I made a whipped cream sandwich. And he was like, look, and I'm like holding the bread or something, or the bread was, it was Cool Whip on a piece of wood, and he kept saying, look, what's on there? And of course, then he puts my face in it, and yeah, he got in trouble for that from my mom.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We're going to church in the morning. He played in the band, and he played tuba, like my entire life at church. So we're driving Sunday morning, and I remember the one time my mom's putting her lipstick on as usual, and
Oh no! Oh no!
He just went just on purpose, and the lipstick. Yeah, he got in trouble for that one.
Well, of course.
She was so pissed off. Yeah, and just things like we drive into Florida. Nobody could ever drive except for him.
Oh well, of course. The dads are always the best drivers on the road.
Didn't matter how much anybody had to pee.
Until he had to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And we're like already crying because we are, my mom's yelling at him.
You gotta pee.
And I would always stay awake. Everybody else is asleep, but I always stayed awake just because I was worried, Nobody else is, everybody else is sleeping. And then he would tick my mom off because he would drive with his right eye closed.
What?
Because then she thought he was asleep.
So she's sitting on the passenger side.
Yeah, his right eye's closed.
Oh, he's doing
yelling at
that.
him. And I'm laughing
would
because
do
I
that.
know what he's doing. Because he would kind of nudge me, from like the front seat. He would kind of tap me and do this little head nod thing, like watch.
Now, what was your dad's name?
Ludwig.
Ludwig.
Yep.
Did they have a nickname?
No.
Everybody just called him Ludwig.
Yeah, Ludwig. Mm-hmm.
Ludwig?
Yeah, Ludwig.
Nobody called him Lud?
No.
Or Vic?
No.
Nobody called him Vic?
No.
I don't know. I think I'd call him Vic.
It's the Ludwig, so it would be Wig.
It doesn't. It sounds like Vic.
Yeah, no. He was a good guy. He was, I helped him work on the cars and.
But your parents had a rough.
They did.
had a rough time.
They did. They, grew up through all of that. I mean, my mom grew up down in South America. She was born in Uruguay. They grew up on a farm, not a pot to piss in, literally. She's one of like 11 or 12 kids. And when one was getting old enough to move out of the house, Grandma would, spit out another one because they needed the farm help. And so when they came...
That's a long-term investment.
That's why there were all the kids. So when they came from Germany to Brazil on a ship alone, like my dad's 11 with like his two siblings, younger siblings, my aunts, and then like 6 cousins. And my grandmother couldn't make it on that ship because she had pink eye. So they went like by themselves. Like imagine sitting your 11-year-old on a ship to another country.
Wait,
You didn't,
I'll see when you get there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's exactly what was crazy. So they had to hide because they're defecting. Now, mind you, my grandfather was in the SS, so they were really defecting. And they hid in the Amazon jungle with the other Germans who defected. And they built their own little community deep in the jungle with however many people were there. And they planted crops to grow because you can't just go get food. People are looking for you. And he would tell us that the monkeys are in the trees and stealing the crops. So they would have to do a 24-hour security because the monkeys would steal the corn or whatever they were growing there in the middle of the Amazon jungle. And he said the monkeys got smart then, and they would crap in their hands and throw it at the humans. And while they're distracted, the other monkey would come and steal like the corn or something from the corn stalk.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff.
And you heard these stories firsthand, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. From my dad, my grandfather, and
that was a crazy time. Mm-hmm. So now there is some conspiracies out there that say that Hitler was hiding out in Argentina also.
Oh yeah, there's a secret military base in Argentina.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
No, it's
so it all makes sense. I'm not a history.
It very much
nut.
makes sense. If you have, there was only 3 seasons of the show called Hunting Hitler or something like that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You really need to watch it because that really puts it all together.
I believe that was the show I watched.
And it's crazy because it truly makes sense.
Right.
And actually within the last year, and I probably shouldn't really.
Well, then don't say it. Don't,
No,
listen,
no, because some people will be, would
well,
probably
if you
be
have
like
doubt.
No,
just
I don't
don't.
have doubt, but
Not doubt of the truth, doubt if you think you should say it.
Oh no, but not. I don't care about saying it, but other people would go like, kind of.
Well, history's history. Facts are facts.
Exactly,
You can't change history.
So speaking with my nephew, like within the last year, whatever. Somehow we got on the subject of Hitler, who my father, thought was like the greatest person in the world because that's how they were brainwashed to think. So. Speaking with my nephew, and somehow we got on the subject of, I said, he really didn't die the way he did, and I was talking about this show, and my mom was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, Mom, let me, this show, and they had proof, and, all the other higher ranked, people, went to wherever, and I mentioned the name Josef Mengele, and she goes, I know them. Because my dad was friends. We had a Mengele that came to our house when we lived in Argentina. And I was
Mengele was Hitler's.
Oh, he was the crazy
number
doctor.
2 crazy scientist.
Oh yeah, doing all these experiments.
I mean, he did some. From what I understand, he did some fucked up shit.
Yeah. My mom said, and she's like, "Who is?" I'm like, "What?" And. Like she would, she's like, oh, hey man, his wife came. He was like, he would come and take care of the animals.
Yeah, I think he was wanted for actual crimes against humanity.
Oh yeah, they all were.
Right.
And she said, but he did it like on a barter thing. So let me stay here a few days. I'll take care of the farm animals, and do their exams for a meal and a place to stay. And then he goes, yeah, and then they would leave and they would go to Paraguay. And then they'd come back. They would travel back and forth to Paraguay and Argentina, and his wife, she was so nice. And I'm just like, what? And I pulled up a picture. Now she has no idea who he is, and I'm like, what year was this, Mom? And how old were you? And I'm looking at the dates, and everything's making sense. Timeline, and
right.
She was like 14 or 15. She was guessing, so all of that made sense. It was like 1946, 47, somewhere around
after
there.
the war.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. So I pulled up a picture. There were 3 men in this picture, one of which was Mengele, and I showed it to my mom, and she pointed him right out.
Well, so she's no shit. I mean, yeah, she has her names right. Yeah.
And she's like, oh, and his wife was beautiful. She had blonde hair. I pulled up a picture. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm
wow.
Like,
so where's the gold buried?
I don't know, but yeah. I don't know. I was just like, holy crap, he was at your house. I'm like, that's creepy.
Wow.
Really creepy. And she had no idea. And she's 82 years old. She still has no idea who he is or anything that he did or anything, She's like, he was just very nice. He took care of all the animals. And then they just went to Paraguay. I'm like, yeah, because they were running.
Okay, guys, it is 7:47 on Sunday, Father's Day. You have a plane to catch.
Yeah, I have to
Literally.
pick up my mom from the airport and I have to get her car first.
Oh.
And I have 13 minutes.
Oh, shit.
So,
okay.
And that note,
so,
I'd like to say Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Mr. Wayne is going to be out, and he says Happy Father's Day. We're going to close out the show, Wayne, so just hang on here. We're going to go away. And once again, Happy Father's Day
Happy Father's Day.
Everybody.
Thanks to all the dads, stepdads, grandfathers,
dad
examples,
dad examples,
whoever,
and then
mentors.
the mom moms,
right? The
Yeah,
moms who had to play the dad
the
role.
moms that have to be both.
right? And the dads who were and then there's the dads.
I'd like to give a shout out to Jerry Bronick. It's his first Father's Day.
Oh,
the guy behind you.
Hey, Jerry, this
Right
guy,
here.
right
yeah,
here.
this guy right here.
Jerry,
This is his first Father's Day.
Welcome to Sleepless Nights. Yeah.
You have no idea what you're
Owen
in for.
is
Yeah,
his name.
Owen? You'll be
middle
Owen.
name begins with a G, so you can call him the OG Bronick.
Oh,
And my cousin just had twin girls.
Oh,
so
wow.
he's a first-time dad.
Wow. Wow,
So
2 at once.
congratulations. Yes, he's a single dad
Wow.
of twins.
Wow.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
So,
He loves it.
That's great.
once again, happy Father's Day to
Happy
everybody.
Father's
Happy Father's
Day.
Day.
Thank you again for watching the Hanover Hangover.
Thank
This
you,
is
sir.
part 2 of a 2-part series for this special occasion. And I think we're going to go. I think the 2 parts works. I think we're going to go with 2 parts from now on. And I want to give a shout out to all the musicians out there who do what you do. You guys spend a lifetime mastering your craft and to entertain us. And I'd like you all to come on the show. Give us a call at 484-403-0850 or the Hanover Hangover at gmail.com. Get a hold of us. We'll give you time to plug your show, time to talk with your audience, and just have a good time. Until then, I know Wayne's got a plane to catch, and good night.
Good night.
Everybody.
Good night, everybody. And we'll see you next week, same time, same place. Good night. Oh, good night. Oh.
Are we off or?